Let me ask you something. How do you react when someone cuts you off in traffic? Or when your boss emails you with urgent at midnight? Do you snap, stew, or let it ruin your day? Every single day, life throws obstacles in our way. Stress at work, personal challenges, temptations to stray from our goals. It can feel overwhelming, like we're constantly swimming against the current. But what if I told you the key to navigating this chaos isn't out there in the world? It's already within you. Stoic philosophy holds the power to transform how we see and respond to life's trials. It reminds us that while we can't control what happens, we can always control how we react. Every sunrise brings a chance to grow stronger, live with intention, and step closer to the person you're meant to be. In today's video, we'll dive into 10 daily practices inspired by Stoicism, practices that aren't just habits, but stepping stones to a calmer, more fulfilling life. Stay with me until the end, and I promise you'll walk away with practical tools to face anything life throws your way. Ready? Let's begin this journey together. Number 1, master your mindset. Your mindset is your life's compass. It guides how you react to challenges, stress, and setbacks. Marcus Aurelius said it best: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Think about this like you're working on a tight deadline. Suddenly, your boss drops another task on your plate, one that feels impossible to complete. The stress mounts, frustration kicks in, and your brain starts spinning with thoughts like, "Why me?" Or, "This isn't fair." Pause. Catch yourself. Here's the thing. Those thoughts are noise, emotional reactions. But what's really in your control? The work you do next. Now picture how Paralympic athletes approach challenges. They've faced unimaginable setbacks, loss of limbs, physical limitations, yet they consistently defy the odds. Their secret? Mindset. They focus on what's in their control, training harder, adapting smarter, and proving to themselves they're stronger than any limitation. Here's how you can channel this stoic power. Reframe obstacles as opportunities. Instead of saying, "This is too much," ask, "What can I learn here?" Then practice detachment. Step back and think, will this matter a week, a year, or 5 years from now? Spoiler alert, most of it won't. And lastly, commit to progress, not perfection. It's okay if you stumble. What matters is showing up every single time. Every time you take control of your mindset, you inch closer to becoming unshakable. And that, my friend, is where true power lies. Number 2, sharpen your communication. Good communication isn't about dominating conversations or always having the last word. It's about understanding, connecting, and truly listening. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. We can take an example of an everyday scenario. A colleague at work is venting about a frustrating project. Instead of interrupting with your advice or shifting the focus to your own experiences, you simply listen. You maintain eye contact, nod occasionally, and let them finish. By the end, they feel lighter, and your bond strengthens. What did you really do? You practiced mindful listening, an underrated but powerful tool in effective communication. This skill is not just about personal relationships. It's a game changer professionally, too. Leaders like Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, emphasize empathetic communication. Nadella's approach has transformed Microsoft's culture, fostering collaboration and innovation. Why? Because he listens first and speaks with purpose. When emotions run high, Stoicism teaches us to pause. Instead of blurting out words fueled by anger or frustration, take a deep breath. At that moment, ask yourself, will my words build trust or damage it? A calm, thoughtful response can turn heated arguments into meaningful dialogue. Actionable steps to sharpen communication. Step number 1 is practice active listening. Stop multitasking when someone speaks to you. Put away your phone, maintain eye contact, and give them your undivided attention. Step number 2 is reflect before responding. Before you answer, repeat their main point in your mind. It prevents misunderstandings and shows you care about what they're saying. And step number 3 is choose words that serve the moment. When you feel tempted to lash out, ask yourself, will this add value to the conversation? If not, choose silence. Remember, every word you speak shapes the relationships around you. The next time you're in a tough conversation, channel the Stoic within. Listen, reflect, and respond with intention. It's in those moments that true leaders are made. Number 3, Make discipline your ally. Self-discipline isn't a punishment, it's a superpower. It's the bridge between setting goals and actually achieving them. But the secret to mastering discipline isn't about radical sacrifices or exhausting yourself. It's about consistent, small actions that align with your greater purpose. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." True freedom isn't about indulging in every desire or avoiding every challenge. It's about having control over your impulses and emotions. Imagine standing at a crossroads. One path offers the easy way out: comfort, procrastination, indulgence. The other? Effort, growth, and eventual mastery. Discipline is what allows you to choose the latter, time and time again. Think of any elite athlete, entrepreneur, or artist. They didn't succeed because they felt motivated every day. Motivation wanes, but discipline endures. Take the example of Kobe Bryant, who famously trained at 4 a.m. Not because he felt like it, but because he was committed to greatness. His discipline didn't just make him a basketball icon, it defined his legacy. So how can you cultivate this kind of discipline? Start small. Want to exercise? Begin with just 10 minutes daily. Want to improve focus? Try the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focused work followed by a short break. These micro habits compound over time, turning discipline into a habit and then into a lifestyle. Actionable steps to build discipline include: step number 1 is set clear intentions. Know why you're doing something. A strong purpose fuels commitment. Step number 2 is eliminate temptations. Remove distractions from your environment. Keep your workspace tidy, block social media apps, or prep meals in advance to avoid unhealthy eating. Step number 3 is reward consistency. Celebrate small wins. After a week of sticking to your routine, treat yourself to something you enjoy: a good book, a favorite snack, or a relaxing day off. Remember, discipline isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. Even on the days when you stumble, what matters is getting back up and staying on the path. Number 4, break down limiting beliefs. What's holding you back? Often it's not the world or your circumstances, it's your mindset. Limiting beliefs are the silent saboteurs that convince you that you're not capable, smart, or deserving enough. They whisper excuses like, "I don't have time," or "I'll fail anyway, so why try?" But here's the truth. These beliefs aren't facts, they're stories you've told yourself. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, captured this perfectly. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Think about that. How many opportunities have you missed? Not because you failed, but because you didn't even try. Take Helen Keller, for example. Deaf and blind, she could have easily let her circumstances define her life. But instead, she redefined her story. Through sheer determination and the guidance of her teacher, Anne Sullivan, she broke free from the chains of what seemed impossible. She didn't let her limitations limit her. So how can you break your own chains? Start by questioning your beliefs. The next time you think, "I can't do this," ask yourself, why not? Write down your self-doubts and challenge each one with evidence to the contrary. Replace limiting language like, "I'm too old," or "it's too late," with empowering questions. What can I do today to make progress? Steps to overcome limiting beliefs. Step number 1 is identify the belief. Write down the negative thought that's holding you back. Step number 2 is challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true? Look for evidence that proves it wrong. Step number 3 is reframe the thought. Quote, turn, "I'm not experienced enough," into "I'm learning and growing every day." Step number 4 is take a small risk. Push beyond your comfort zone, even if it's just a tiny step. Prove to yourself that growth is possible. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, free from these beliefs. Who could you become? What could you achieve? The future you want starts with the belief that it's possible and the courage to take that first step. Number 5, value your time. Time is a non-renewable resource, yet we often treat it as if we have an endless supply. The Stoic philosopher Seneca famously wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Every moment you spend mindlessly scrolling social media, watching pointless videos, or overanalyzing trivial matters is a moment you'll never get back. Now let's put this into perspective. Imagine you were given $86,400 every day, but with one condition: you can't save it. Whatever you don't spend vanishes at the stroke of midnight. How carefully would you use that money? The same principle applies to time. Every day you're given 86,400 seconds. Are you spending them on things that bring you closer to your goals, or are you letting them slip away? Take inspiration from Elon Musk. While managing multiple companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink, he famously breaks his day into 5-minute intervals. He values every moment because he understands its potential. While you don't need to go to such extremes, you can start by identifying and eliminating your time wasters. Practical ways to value your time include create a daily plan. Write down your priorities every morning or the night before. Batch similar tasks. Group tasks like answering emails or running errands to avoid wasting time transitioning between them. Learn to say no. If an activity doesn't align with your goals or bring value, decline it without guilt. Schedule downtime. Rest and relaxation are crucial, but even leisure should be intentional and rejuvenating. Ultimately, your time is your life. Don't just spend it, invest it wisely in things that truly matter, like relationships, growth, and your dreams. Number 6, cultivate knowledge. Knowledge isn't merely about acquiring facts. It's about enriching your understanding of the world and transforming yourself in the process. The Stoic Epictetus said, "A man cannot learn what he thinks he already knows." This highlights a fundamental truth. Humility is the gateway to growth. If you think you've mastered a subject, you close yourself off to new insights. Consider polymaths like Leonardo da Vinci. He didn't confine himself to one discipline. He blended art, science, and engineering to create timeless masterpieces and innovations. His success came not from knowing everything, but from his relentless curiosity and openness to learn. In today's world, knowledge is more accessible than ever. Online courses, podcasts, books, and YouTube tutorials provide endless opportunities to expand your horizons. But knowledge without action is useless. When you learn something new, immediately think about how you can apply it. For example, if you're reading about effective communication, practice it in your conversations. How to cultivate knowledge effectively. Number 1, be curious. Explore topics outside your comfort zone. If you're an engineer, try studying psychology. If you're an artist, delve into science. Number 2, learn through action. Experiment with what you learn. Make mistakes and refine your understanding through experience. Number 3, teach others. Sharing knowledge helps solidify it. Whether it's through mentoring or casual discussions, teaching is a powerful tool for mastery. Number 4, seek diverse perspectives. Engage with people from different backgrounds and cultures. Their experiences can offer you invaluable insights. Knowledge isn't just a tool for career success, it's a way to enhance every aspect of your life. Each new skill or perspective you gain enriches your journey and deepens your appreciation of the world. Number 7, redefine your relationship with money. Money, when used wisely, can provide freedom and opportunities. However, the relentless pursuit of wealth often leads to misery. Seneca reminds us, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." The Stoic wisdom teaches us that wealth isn't about how much you have, it's about how little you need to feel content. Imagine two individuals. One earns millions, but is constantly stressed about maintaining his lifestyle, while the other earns a modest income yet lives comfortably within his means. Who do you think is truly rich? The answer lies in the second individual's mindset. True wealth is not about the number in your bank account. It's about achieving peace of mind. To redefine your relationship with money, focus on financial discipline and clarity. Start by creating a budget that aligns with your values. Spend intentionally, save regularly, and invest in experiences or tools that contribute to your personal growth. Resist the allure of consumerism, which often equates happiness with owning more. Practical steps to achieve financial peace are: Number 1, track your spending. Understand where your money is going and identify unnecessary expenses. Number 2, save with purpose. Instead of saving aimlessly, set clear goals, whether it's for emergencies, education, or a dream vacation. Number 3, invest in quality, not quantity. Buy fewer things, but ensure they add real value to your life. Number 4, cultivate gratitude. Appreciate what you have instead of constantly yearning for what you don't. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. Remember, money is a tool, not the goal. Use it wisely to build a life that reflects your values and aspirations, rather than one dictated by societal pressures. Number 8, work on your purpose. Have you ever caught yourself wondering, what am I really here for? If not, ask yourself now. Without purpose, life can feel like a ship adrift at sea, moving but without direction. Stoicism teaches that purpose isn't some grand epiphany, it's a conscious choice to align your actions with meaning. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, people who labor all their lives but have no purpose are wasting their time even when hard at work. Think about it. Are you just busy, or are you truly building something meaningful? Purpose doesn't have to be world-changing. It could be as simple as supporting your family, creating something beautiful, or helping a neighbor. Take Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor who found meaning even amidst unimaginable suffering. In his darkest days, he discovered his purpose in helping others find meaning. His story proves that purpose isn't about circumstances, it's about perspective. So how do you uncover your purpose? Start small. Reflect on what you value most. What gives you joy? What leaves you feeling fulfilled? Then act. Purpose isn't a revelation, it's a practice. Every kind word, thoughtful decision, or moment of service builds toward a life of significance. Number 9, practice gratitude. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, what am I truly grateful for today? It's easy to lose sight of gratitude in the chaos of life. Yet Stoicism teaches that gratitude is the antidote to dissatisfaction. It grounds us in the present and reminds us of life's hidden richness. Marcus Aurelius offers this timeless wisdom. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Let that sink in. Every breath, every connection, every moment you're alive is a gift. Gratitude isn't about grand gestures or monumental moments. It's found in the everyday, the warmth of sunlight, the smile of a stranger, or even the challenges that teach us resilience. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things he has not, but rejoices for those he has." So how can you cultivate gratitude? Start small. Each night, write down 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how trivial they seem. Reflect on the hardships that shaped you. Those trials, while painful, made you who you are. Here's your challenge. In the comments below, share 3 things you're grateful for right now. Gratitude isn't just a practice, it's a mindset. Adopt it and watch how it transforms your perspective. Number 10, commit to personal growth. Self-development is often misunderstood. It's not a race to perfection or a destination you arrive at one day. Instead, it's like chiseling a statue. You refine a little at a time, with every decision, every habit, and every challenge. Stoics see growth as a duty, not an option. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Growth demands humility and courage. It's about embracing discomfort and learning from mistakes. Picture an artisan sculpting marble. Each strike of the hammer seems insignificant, but over time, a masterpiece emerges. Your life is no different. Every book you read, every moment you spend meditating, and every act of discipline adds a chisel stroke to your character. Even Albert Einstein's brilliance wasn't born overnight. Before his groundbreaking theories, he quietly worked at a patent office, dedicating himself to learning and thinking deeply. His story reminds us that greatness isn't built in bursts, it's forged in persistence. So what's your next step? Growth doesn't require a giant leap. It begins with one small action, waking up earlier, reading a single page, or choosing patience in a frustrating moment. Your future self is watching. Will they thank you for the choices you make today? Take one step, then another. Over time, those small steps will lead to incredible transformation. If this resonated with you, hit subscribe to the Stoic Living and join a community that's all about turning philosophy into real, actionable power for everyday life. Let's shape your best self, one Stoic practice at a time.